It's a doubleheader tonight. In game one, we feature the girls' game between Winchester and Lexington, and in game two tonight, it's the boys' game between the Sachems and the Minutemen. Hello again, everyone, and good evening to you. I'm Ted Saranda, so pleased to call the action tonight and help raise funds and awareness for such a terrific cause. Please go online to make your tax-deductible donations now at wincam.org/coaches versus cancer. The Winchester Sachems girls basketball team is having a tough luck season at 2-13 overall, 2-11 in the Middlesex League. They've been plagued by injuries, losing three key players, including senior forward Deirdre McCrory, their leading scorer. Last time out, they lost to Woburn 49-35 on February 4th. Junior guard Annalise Santini led the Sachems with 11 points. The Lexington team, led by one of the most dynamic high school players in the state and sophomore guard Anna Kelly, who averages 25 points and 8 rebounds per game. Second meeting of the year between the two teams. Lexington won the first game 47-37 on January the 10th. Veteran Winchester basketball coach John Dupuis is alongside as analyst. John, we're surviving some audio difficulties here, and let me get your thoughts on this first game.
Thank you very much, Ted. Very happy to be here tonight in the Winchester Fieldhouse. As you mentioned tonight for the girls, the Lexington Minute Maids are led by Anna Kelly. And Anna Kelly, the last two games here, scoring 33 points against Reading Rockets on Tuesday night, and erupted for 41 points last Friday night against the Woburn Tanners. So Anna Kelly's the one that the Sachems have to contain tonight. On the Winchester side, keep your eye on number 21, Annalise Santini, who can shoot from the outside, and a forward, Olivia Gaither, is another big player tonight for the Sachemettes.
How about keys for both teams tonight? Obviously, tempo is going to be important. We know that Lexington is going to want to push the tempo, and Winchester undermanned is looking to want to play a much more controlled type of game in terms of pace.
Well, it'll be interesting to see the first few minutes of this game tonight, how Lexington wants to push the ball up the floor. For Winchester, key for them is, again, dictate the pace of the game. They want to bring the ball up the court, look for those shots that are effective, and play tight defense. It'll be a tight game. Both teams looking for a win tonight, and it should be fun.
And how about this cause? We're all here tonight to benefit a terrific cause. A good portion of the proceeds, John, are going to benefit the Coaches versus Cancer, begun by the Division I college basketball coaches. It's now spread throughout the high school ranks, both boys and girls, and certainly everybody has a story of the terrible disease touching a family member, and great to see all the players here wearing the pink warm-up T-shirts, and proceeds from these T-shirt sales are going to go ahead and benefit Coaches versus Cancer. But let's talk quickly about the cause.
Well, cancer is one of those diseases I think everyone's affected by. I'm sure everyone in this gymnasium tonight will have someone they know that's been affected by cancer. Anytime we can raise awareness and via a wonderful avenue like basketball, it's a great cause. I wore my pink tie tonight, and you'll see the girls decked out tonight in some pink socks and their pink T-shirts. So it'll be a wonderful night again for a great cause.
All right, it's Winchester High School against Lexington High School. Girls basketball here in Winchester, Massachusetts. A benefit doubleheader to benefit a terrific cause, Coaches versus Cancer. We're back with the starting lineups in just a moment.
My best birthday ever?
Performing to a sold-out crowd on my first world tour.
Playing 18 holes in Scotland.
A spa day.
Surrounded by my kids and grandkids. And the world's biggest bowl of ice cream.
Riding my custom chopper down the Pacific Coast Highway.
I think I'd want just a little more time with my mom.
1 out of 3 people will be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime. Whose birthdays will you save? Let's finish the fight. Make a tax-deductible donation to the American Cancer Society today.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's girls varsity basketball matchup between Lexington High School and your Winchester Safety. Participating student athletes, coaches, and contest officials have worked diligently to prepare for today's competition. Please show your appreciation by demonstrating good leadership and respect for all in attendance. Ensure that your behaviors reflect the values that should be identified with these student athletes. Assume responsibility for your behavior and the behavior of those around you. If you require assistance, please call upon a Winchester High School administrator. Now for tonight's starting lineups. For Lexington, number 3, sophomore guard, Anna Kelly. Number 5, sophomore forward, Leah Boatwell. Number 21, junior guard, Meredith Bernstein. Number 24, junior guard, Caroline Polanza. And number 10, senior guard, Captain Allie Rexon. Now for your Winchester safety. Number 23, sophomore guard, Helena Wojtkowski.
May as well just keep them off, John, so we can hear each other.
Number 15, junior guard, Sophia Moran. Number 4, junior guard, Maddie Marks. Number 21, junior guard, Annalise Santini. And number 20, senior forward, Captain Olivia Draper. Would everyone please rise for the playing of our national anthem?
We're back here at the Fieldhouse, Winchester High School, Winchester, Massachusetts. Ted Sarandis alongside John Dupuy as we get ready for Coaches versus Cancer game number 1, Winchester against Lexington. And John, how about starting lineups?
Again, for the Minute Maids, leading scorer Anna Kelly, number 3, will be in the backcourt alongside number 5, Delia Bootwell, number 10, Ali Ruxin, 21, Meredith Bernstein, and number 24, Caroline Foralenza. For the Winchester Sachemettes in the backcourt tonight, you'll see Maddie Marks, number 4, Sophia Haran, number 15. In the front court, Olivia Gaither, number 20, Annalise Santini, 21, and 23, Helena Wojtrowski.
All right, John, and jumping center will be Olivia Gaither for Winchester, and Anna Kelly, who does everything for them, number 3, will jump for Lexington, and Lexington controls the tip. This is Kelly, number 3. She's the one to watch. Lexington will start the game with a 3. And they managed to get the rebound and then a traveling violation.
Quick turnover there for the Minute Maids. We'll see what Winchester does with the first possession.
Winchester wearing a new uniform for this Coaches versus Cancer, borrowing from the men's college game, a bit of a battle dress uniform for the Winchester girls, and they have possession. And Kelly with the steal for Lexington.
Little contact there underneath the basket. Winchester gets away with it, and then the ball gets back to comes back to the Sachemettes.
Be interested to see if Winchester can play a controlled tempo against this Lexington team, John, that really wants to play an up and down game.
Look for Winchester to try to get the ball inside to Olivia Gaither or to number 23, Wojtrowski, to then out to one of their guards for a shot.
Haran with it. Where's number 15? Now the steal by Anna Kelly of Lexington. Very early on, she's involved in this game. And makes the first field goal. It's 2-0 Lexington.
Very comfortable bringing the ball up the court there. Easy jump shot for the 2.
Winchester will take a long 3 and hit it. 3-point goal is good for Annalise Santini.
As we said in the opening, that's once someone Lexington wants to keep their eye on. Annalise with a 3.
And the rebound for Winchester. That's Helena Wojtrowski. Taking the ball to the goal as Santini gets the roll, and Winchester in front by a score of 5-2.
Tough drive there by Kelly. Let's see what Winchester can do on the return here.
Good defense there by Winchester, and they have possession, looking to add to a 3-point lead. This is Marks with the feed. Now Wojtrowski. Loose ball grabbed there by Anna Kelly. Here comes Lexington. And the turnover and the steal by Winchester's Olivia Gaither.
Yeah, that last play by Kelly, tough to go around the back in that type of traffic.
Both clubs a little tight offensively, and Lexington picks up the loose ball.
A few initial nerves, both teams will start to wear off as they catch their breath here.
Got to get into some flow. Kelly with penetration, terrific move, couldn't finish. And the rebound tracked down by Wojtrowski. We have a foul.
Well, just after watching the Lexington's last 3 possessions, you can kind of see where their main go-to player is. Kelly each time getting a nice drive to the basket, just not able to complete the play. And now able to set up some pressure.
They extend with zone pressure. And the first substitution is Sarah Stigberg, number 11, a sophomore forward for Lexington. This is Annalise Santini with penetration. And the rebound, Gaither, is good, and Winchester's up by a score of 7-2.
Right place, right time for Olivia Gaither there. Get easy putback.
Long three-pointer is good by Anna Kelly, and the Winchester lead cut to 7-5. Lexington extending defensively. This is Gaither in the lane with the runner and gets the roll. 9-5, Winchester in front. Long three is no good. A battle underneath, and it'll be Lexington ball.
Lexington is getting some nice looks in the basket. We'll see what Winchester can do once Lexington begins to make those shots. Right now holding on to that 4-point lead.
Baseline out of bounds. It'll still be Lexington ball with Winchester hanging on to a 4-point lead. Good ball movement by Lexington. And Winchester with the stop and the rebound. This is Santini. Now Marks draws a foul.
Yeah, tough spot to pass the ball to down in the corner there. Marks not with the height advantage. Got stuck in Winchester possession under the basket.
Under 4 minutes remaining in this first half. Substitution now for Lexington. Vic Brown comes in, averages 7.5 points per game. A junior swing player. And back into the game, Dalia Boutwell for head coach Steve Solly. They'll try again to inbound from the side. And the steal by Kelly for Lexington. Beautiful spin move, put it up around and in.
Excellent play by Anna Kelly. Great finish.
You can tell she is really something special offensively. The lead is 2 for Winchester at 9-7. Almost turned it over, got it back. Gaither underneath, scored the foul.
We had mentioned Olivia at the beginning of the game here. She's their big forward underneath who's going to complete those plays. So if they can break that pressure, that half-court pressure, and get it down to Olivia in the post, she will finish it. And she just did. Great play by Olivia Gaither, number 20.
Substitution now for Winchester as Breanne Thompson is in, a junior guard. And they connect on the 3-point play for a 5-point lead. We're here in the first quarter. Doubleheader to benefit coaches versus cancer, a terrific cause. Lexington possession. And Winchester clears the rebound. Here come the Sachems. This is Santini. Now for Megan Houlihan. Breanne Thompson to a cutting Santini, put it up and in.
Annalise with a quick 7 points here for the Winchester Sachemettes.
And they have a 7-point lead as we're under 3 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Shot off the glass, good by Allie Ruxin. Senior guard for Lexington, makes it 12-9.
Again, Lexington with that half-court pressure.
Winchester hanging on to a lead, but Lexington really attacking defensively. And Winchester turns it over.
See right there in that half-court pressure, what Winchester needs to do, what they want to do, is to get someone on the high post to break that little side pressure. No one there in the high post leads to a turnover.
No question about it. Got to get that high post pass. And Lexington able to be very effective with that trap. And they get the turnover. And now Lexington turns it over. As Boutwell lost it for Lexington. Down court, here comes Winchester. Loose ball grabbed by Santini. Bullet feed inside, and they turn it over again. A long three from the left side is no good. And a foul in the rebound action will go against Lexington. With the Sachems holding on to a 14-9 lead here in quarter number one. Head coach Jason Caciopudi with some early substitutions here to try to counter this all-court pressure defense by Lexington.
You give someone like Santini an extra breather here towards the end of the quarter. She'll have these 2 minutes to rest and then the intermission.
Can Winchester withstand the defensive pressure of Lexington? You see how active Lexington is defensively. This is Gaither where they want the ball.
Yeah, she needs to receive that ball a little bit lower in the key.
Now Wiatrowski with the drive. Now Gaither. Good job by Lexington to shut her off. 3 ball, no good. Now following the lane, no good, and we get a whistle. And it will be Lexington possession.
Looks like they had Wiatrowski there on the rebound with the push. Lexington with possession.
Substitution, Eleanor Van Arsdale is in, a sophomore guard for Lexington, for Coach Steve Solly's team. And bringing the ball up is Kelly for Lexington. Averages 25 points and 8 rebounds per game and misses from 3. But another long 3-pointer, and this one's good. Vic Brown drains the 3, and the lead is down to 2 for Winchester, 14-12.
Winchester able to break the pressure there, just not able to finish.
Couldn't finish. Boutwell with the block, the rebound, and draws the foul. Here in the final seconds of quarter number 1.
Looks like Gaither's going to come back in after a quick breather to finish out the quarter here. Give a little bit more presence underneath the basket on defense.
Lexington head coach Steve Solly calling for a high-low series on what is likely the final possession of quarter number 1. Long 3 in the right corner is good by Allie Ruxin, and Lexington takes the lead. Winchester struggling to hang on to the basketball. We're in the final seconds. And they turn it over in a foul. So this intense Lexington defense taking its toll, John, on Winchester.
Yes, I'm just noticing that Coach Cacciaputi is now going to put Annalise Santini back in the game here. Wanted to get away with giving her an extended rest at the end of the quarter. Lexington pushing the lead to 1. Annalise back in the game.
Boutwell shot too long. Ball is loose. And we're under 10 seconds to play here in this first quarter. The steal by Kelly. And that is the end of the first quarter of play. Our score is Lexington 15 and Winchester 14. And we're back with second quarter action after this on Cam. Stay with us.
I tend to feel nervous.
I guess there's kind of a nervousness that nobody will pay attention.
How am I gonna do my hair? What should I do for my makeup? Do I wear jewelry? Do I not? Everyone is piled around me around the table and I'm just blowing out the candles.
I always cry on my birthday.
I think it's the things that you don't expect that makes your birthday special.
And every year sometimes you get a little bit more of a piece of the puzzle.
I crawled to this window and I looked out and they were all standing there, all these guys.
And it was wonderful. We just danced
And they were all singing happy birthday.
birthday cake. That white, like, fluffy birthday cake.
Second quarter underway. It'll be Winchester possession. Santini drives and draws a foul.
It'll be interesting to see what Winchester does here to start off the second quarter. Having to sustain that run by Lexington towards the end of the first. A bucket here by Annalise would help remedy that.
Santini will go to the line. Free throw is up, around, and in. We remind you to please check out our Coaches vs. Cancer website, which is wincam.org/coaches versus cancer, and help us contribute to defeating this terrible cause. The offensive rebound is good by Olivia Gaither, and Winchester in front by a score of 17-15.
Another great putback by Gaither there underneath the boards, and now with a steal.
She has played a strong first half for Winchester. Has the basketball right now. Santini looking to make a drive. Lexington clears the rebound. 2-point game, Winchester up 17-15. Here's Anna Kelly for three. Clearing the rebound, Sophia Horan drives and draws a foul on Lexington.
Yeah, on that last possession there with Lexington, the key for Winchester defensively, it seems as if Anna Kelly has the green light as much as she should to shoot when she has possession of the ball inside of 22 feet or so, or 20 feet, to get a hand up and challenge her shots. That last shot, just missing the mark, hand was in the face.
Sophia Horan will go to the line. Averages 3.5 points. And Winchester does maintain possession. Gaither with a high-low feed. And missing is Devin Bean, just checked in, but draws a foul on the interior on Lexington.
Nice to see Devin Bean there, number 30, come in and give the Winchester HMS a few minutes here underneath the boards to help Olivia Gaither out. Foul, send the ball back Lexington way.
Instead, it does go the other way, back to Lexington. In a 17-15 ball game with Winchester clinging to that 2-point advantage. The steal by Annalise Santini, who's been very involved in this game. And Gaither called for pushing off on the interior.
A little bit of a change here for Lexington to open the second quarter. They've gone to a straight man-to-man now, and you can see the effects with it, with Olivia Gaither getting an offensive player possession foul.
That's her first personal foul. The 5th on the team, as we had under 6 minutes remaining in this second quarter, and the Winchester girls leading Lexington 17-15. Off penetration, Allie Ruxon turns it over.
Lexington struggling to find their footing here at the beginning of the second quarter on the offensive end.
Winchester needs to try to take some advantage. Looking at this zone defense. And Santini called for traveling. So both clubs having difficulty sustaining momentum offensively and hurting themselves with turnovers.
When a referee makes a good call, I'll make reference to it. That was a great call by the referee on the opposite side. Annalise with a little jump step before she even took her step. That's a travel.
And as you see so often, both teams playing zone. Substitution now for Winchester. Harlina Wiatrowski returns.
Very, very effective minutes there by Devin Bean, number 30. That's what you want to see out of a sophomore who's young. It gives you 4 minutes for a starter, and Wiatrowski back into the game.
Good defense on the baseline out of bounds. Nearly a 5-second count. Kelly underneath. And Winchester with the rebound. They lost it, and Lexington able to score on the loose ball.
Well, Forlenza with 2 great plays. She made a nice interior pass to Kelly and then made up for the turnover with a steal of her own.
And Kelly with a near steal there. She's just all over the floor.
noticing their half-court pressure here. Kelly's been moved down in that little half-court zone, with Forelenza now playing the top and pressuring the ball handler, who is Maddie Marks at the moment.
Winchester has had a bit of a momentum advantage, but they find themselves in a tie at 17. And Lexington really playing that run and jump defense so effectively, but Wojciechowski gets free on the interior to score and gives Winchester a 2-point lead.
Great use of some spin there on the ball off the backboard. 2 points for Wojciechowski. Big 2 points.
He'll reset the shot clock on the kick, so the shot clock reset at 30. Substitution for Winchester, Megan Houlihan, a sophomore guard, returns, replacing Maddie Marks for head coach Jason Cacciaputi's team. And Lexington turns it over. That's a good defensive stop for Winchester. And we get a timeout. We'll take it. Our score is Winchester 19, Lexington 17. We're back after this.
So far, so good? Okay.
Back to the action. Winchester with possession and a 2-point lead in the second quarter.
Lexington's showing a zone again after this timeout, which will require outside shots like that.
Santini drains it, and the Sachems have a 4-point lead.
That's what it takes to break a zone, is some outside shooting. They'll go back man-to-man eventually.
Kelly's three is short, and Winchester couldn't corral a rebound. Eleanor Van Arsdale back in for Lexington, placing Katie Goodwin. Good job by Winchester. The steal by Olivia Gaither and a foul.
Olivia Gaither securing the ball, and I believe that will send number 20 to the free throw line.
Gaither, the leading scorer on this Winchester team at better than 7 points per game, has pulled down 84 rebounds on the season. As head coach Steve Solly of Lexington continues frequent substitutions. Free throw Gaither is good.
Olivia Gaither, the third of the Gaither family to come through the Winchester program. Both her brothers Matthew and Brian played for the Winchester Sachems, so I had the pleasure of coaching both.
And how does she compare to the siblings?
She compares to Matthew. Matthew and Olivia played the same position. Brian was more of a point guard, ball handler, quarterback for our team. Olivia's more of the banger like Matthew.
Good job by Winchester with the offensive rebound. It'll be Lexington possession. And Winchester holding a 5-point lead here in quarter number 2.
Looks like Wojciechowski's going to come in and give Olivia a bit of a rest here. midway through the second quarter. Smart move by Cacciaputi, give her a breather.
It's been a defensive battle to this point in time. Lexington continuing to attack, and now we have a 3-second violation on Lexington.
Lexington just needs to settle down and limit their turnovers to stay in this game.
This is Santini. Has been very effective in this game. Shot clock at 12. Santini again with the jumper. The rebound cleared by Lexington. Down court, Kelly to the goal, and she's called for travel. Terrific take to the goal by Kelly, but an extra step.
The scouting reporter on Anna Kelly, she likes her misdirection, whether she's going to put the ball around the basket or make a spin move right there. Went to the spin move and didn't work.
Had a good job there by Lexington to tie up Sophia Haran, so the held ball, possession arrow to Lexington. It's Winchester 22, Lexington 17 in quarter number 2 here at the Fieldhouse in Winchester. Long, high arching three is no good by Vic Brown, and Winchester clears. Here comes Santini. Now Sophia Haran looking to make a play. The jumper is good by Devin Bean, who's really given this club a lift off the bench.
Great job by Bean there, very confidently knocking down the 10-foot jump shot from the side, continuing to impress.
Winchester up 7. Off balance 3, no. And the rebound cleared by Sophia Haran. But Kelly with the steal. Missed the circus shot, and we have a whistle. Incredible steal by Kelly on the baseline while she was down on the floor.
As an assistant coach, when you're doing the shooting chart, that just goes down as another field goal, but the replay says she shot from the ground.
It's a pretty spectacular play, and now she makes the steal. And the follow is good. Follow is good by Caroline Forlenza for Lexington. And we have a 24-19 ball game, Winchester in front. Wiatrowski, I think, got away with an extra step.
Forlenza for Lexington doing her job to keep Lexington in this game along with Anna Kelly.
Here's Santini to the goal. They turn it over.
Tough pass.
Kelly the other way. Score it in a foul. Anna Kelly with the steal of the score.
Yeah, leading to that last play, Annalise Santini likes to go baseline. That time tried to make the interior pass, which led to the fast break. Anna Kelly, more times than not, is going to finish that play, that time with the and one.
And we get a timeout. We'll take it. Our score here in quarter number 2 is Winchester 24, Lexington 21. We're back with more Winchester High School basketball after this on WinCam.
There's a reason there's no secondhand smoke in here. And no cigarette advertising around here.
There's a reason we know this is really bad. And this is really good.
There's a reason 2 in 3 people are surviving cancer.
And we cannot be silent until it's 3 out of 3.
This shout out is for everything the American Cancer Society has done in the last 100 years. Let's make noise and finish the fight.
One minute, 21 seconds left to play here in quarter number 2. Ted Sarandis, John Dupree. We're at Winchester High School, the Fieldhouse, for game number 1 of our Coaches versus Cancer doubleheader. The Sachems in front by a score of 24-21 over Lexington. And Anna Kelly at the line gets the roll. So she connects on a 3-point play, and the lead is down to just 2 at 24-22. And again, Lexington extending with this all-court zone pressure.
Throwing a little 2-2-1 pressure there at Winchester. They're able to break it. They drop right back into his zone.
Shot clock at 12. Marks. And the turnover, Lexington with the steal. Kelly to the goal, ties our score with the layup at 24.
There's that middle pass that'll break the pressure.
And Winchester again really struggling with that old court pressure. They turn it over.
Just before the turnover, I was going to mention that the key to break that pressure is get in the middle, which they did. Tough spot just at the half-court line, which led to the turnover on the sideline.
We're under a minute here. Long three, no. And it will be Winchester basketball with 23 seconds remaining here in this first half.
There'll be no shot clock in effect here to end the half. We'll see what Winchester can do with the last possession.
So what do you expect them to run on this last possession, John?
Well, we're going to look for Santini, hopefully, to work the clock down so that if they do miss a shot, they're able to get a rebound and get a second shot.
They get it on the interior, and Lexington coming up with the turnover. Tough break. Kelly converts the turnover. Let's see if Winchester get one more shot off. They cannot. And the first half comes to an end. So a turnover by Winchester, and the score in the final seconds by Anna Kelly. And our score at halftime is Lexington 26 and Winchester 24. And John Dupuis, thoughts on that first half? Tough break for Winchester in the final seconds.
Well, as we knew coming into the game, that number 3, Anna Kelly, was going to be the all-everything for Lexington. Winchester did their best to hold her to about 5 points for the first quarter and a half, and then she exploded there in the last 3 or 4 possessions, scoring successively, leading to the 2-point lead here as we head into half.
Our score at halftime is Lexington 26, Winchester 24. We're back with more right after this on WinCam.
I tend to feel nervous.
I guess there's kind of a nervousness that nobody will pay attention.
How am I going to do my hair? What should I do for my makeup? Do I wear jewelry? Do I not? Everyone is piled around me around the table, and I'm just blowing out the candles.
I always cry on my birthday.
I think it's the things that you don't expect that makes your birthday special.
And every year, sometimes you get a little bit more of a piece of the puzzle.
I crawled to this window and I looked out, and they were all standing there, all these guys.
And it was wonderful. We just danced.
And they were all singing happy birthday.
Birthday cake. That white, fluffy birthday cake that you always get. My friend made me a 4-layered cake. The birthday person always gets to sit and just bask in the love and the joy.
Just to be loved.
The thought that somebody puts into something means more to me than any gift.
It's just a celebration of that one special day when a woman did something really, really special and brought a life into the world.
My best birthday ever?
Performing to a sold-out crowd on my first world tour.
Playing 18 holes in Scotland.
A spa day.
Surrounded by my kids and grandkids. And the world's biggest bowl of ice cream.
Riding my custom chopper down the Pacific Coast Highway.
I think I'd want just a little more time with my mom.
1 out of 3 people will be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime. Whose birthdays will you save? Let's finish the fight. Make a tax-deductible donation to the American Cancer Society today.
This is Jim Calhoun. He's a cancer survivor. This is Jim Boeheim. This is Jim Calhoun. He's a cancer survivor. This is Jim Boeheim. He survived cancer too. This is Tubby Smith. He lost his sister to cancer. They're part of Coaches vs. Cancer, a program where coaches and fans join together in the fight against cancer. This is the American Cancer Society and the National Association of Basketball Coaches. This is how you can make a difference. To support Coaches vs. Cancer in your area, call or visit us online.
Hearing that I had leukemia was a very disturbing and frightening moment. It's not something that you want to hear when you're speaking to your doctor. I'd spent my whole life taking care of myself and trying to stay in very good shape, and I thought that I had to pass on something like that, but you find out that that's not the case. I got involved with Coaches vs. Cancer because I've been a basketball player all my life, so you know the whole idea of basketball and cancer, two things that have been big issues in my life. So it was a perfect fit. Coaches vs. Cancer is one of the efforts that the National Association of Basketball Coaches is involved with, and it's a wonderful thing. Watch the game, talk it up in your neighborhood, get people to go, get people to buy tickets. It will help in cancer research. The people who are involved in research have made great strides in figuring out therapy for various cancers. When I got a chance to talk to my oncologists, they said that I had a type of leukemia that could be treated. So I do what I have to do. I see my doctor regularly. We've worked out a treatment program that works. I think the number one thing that people can do is just be aware. Be aware of the people in your community that have the disease and try to be supportive. And do what you can to support cancer research. If you can't do it financially, maybe you can donate some time. Maybe you can give somebody a ride. It's simple things, just if a kind word and some support at a crucial time can really help somebody get the strength together to do what they need to do. You can't give up hope. You have to be proactive and deal with it now. Don't waste any time. Go to the correct medical people and specialists and find out what can be done for your particular type of cancer.
100 years ago, the American Cancer Society began a fight against an enemy whose name even doctors were hesitant to mention. The topic was taboo because little could be done. Over the years, we've learned that cancer thrives on silence, complacency, and business as usual. Progress comes when we speak out, when we take action, when we're loud. So we started making noise. The Women's Field Army made noise about testing, and cervical cancer declined 70%. We made noise in Capitol Hill, and smoking declined 50%. We made noise on the research front, and have 46 Nobel laureates to show for it. We made noise on behalf of men, women, and children in every community. And today, 2 out of 3 people survive cancer. But we're not done making noise. We won't be silent until we finish the fight. On our 100th birthday, we're going to amplify our efforts and lead the loudest, most aggressive, most unified assault on cancer we've ever made. We want to make sure no life-saving research is silenced. We want to make sure that every patient who needs a place to stay has a place to stay. We want to make sure that everyone has access to life-saving screenings. Why? Because we dream of a day when 3 out of 3 people survive cancer and everyone has more birthdays. Let's speak out. Let's be loud. Because silence won't finish the fight. Action will.
At halftime, it's Winchester trailing Lexington by a score of 26-24. Ted Sarandis alongside John Dupuis. And John, tell us about the scoring leaders for both teams in that first half.
Right now at halftime for Lexington, we have leading scorer number 3, Anna Kelly, with 12. Vic Brown, number 20, with 6. For Lenza with 4. And then number 10, Ruxin, with 2. For Winchester, Annalise Santini with 10, Olivia Gaither with 7, Wojtrowski and Devin Bean each with a bucket.
Winchester trailing by 2 and they have the first possession. Shot clock at 10. And they turn it over. Not the way you want to start the half, John, with a turnover and then a foul.
It's a bit indicative of how the first half went there. Tough possession for Winchester started off. Not a bad foul by Maddie Marks there to stop the penetration by Anna Kelly. That's Maddie's second foul.
Lexington in possession. Kelly with the jumper. Rebound cleared by Helena Wojtrowski for Winchester. Santini with the drop. Gaither again draws the foul. Good work by Gaither on the interior.
Olivia, using her size to her advantage, comes across the lane to get the missed basket by Santini. Perseveres with the foul and 2 shots at the free throw line.
Olivia Gaither, clearly Winchester's best player. but can't connect on the free throw. She comes in averaging better than 7 points and has pulled down 84 rebounds. Connects on the second one, and Winchester trails one at 26-25. Winchester at 2-13 overall, 2-11 in the league. And Lexington comes in at 5-10 overall, 5-8 in the league. Three-pointer no by Lexington, but they get the offensive rebound. Lexington has been a solid offensive rebounding team. Good job by Wachowski to get her hand on that ball in the lane.
Interesting to note Coach Cacciaputi's defensive strategy here to start the second half. He's got a triangle and 2 on number 3 Anna Kelly and 24 Foralenza.
Don't see that triangle and 2 too often. And Kelly still able to connect. So it's a 3-point lead for Lexington, and Kelly with 14 points. This is Maddie Marks, wears number 4 for Winchester. And Winchester fortunate that errant pass was knocked out of bounds by Lexington. Winchester is struggling against that run and jump Lexington defense.
That's a tough pass to make by Marks there. You don't want to make that cross-court pass when you're off balance.
Shot clock at 10. Gaither in the corner. In the lane, Wachowski puts it up and in. Wachowski on the interior scores. Winchester trails by 1, 28-27.
Great interior presence there. Wachowski, big basket.
Right back. The quick jumper is good by Allie Ruxin. And Lexington leads 30-27. Quick hands by Lexington defensively. They really get their hands on a lot of balls, John.
Very quick. Winchester puts that ball on the floor. Lexington's going to have some pressure on them, which has led to some turnovers.
Maddie Marks, the point guard for Winchester. Marks will take the long jumper. A traveling violation. And Winchester turns it over. Turnovers have been an issue for Winchester in the ballgame.
Well, in that last possession for Lexington, Bootwell there, not really making much noise here in the statistics department, but being very physical on the defensive end, causing that turnover.
No question. She has been a rock for them defensively. Foul line jumper good by Allie Ruxin, and Lexington extends to their biggest lead at 5, 32-27. And a wise timeout by head coach Jason Cacciaputi. We'll take it. Our score in quarter number 3 is Lexington 32, Winchester 27. We're back with more after this on WinCam.
This is Jim Calhoun. He's a cancer survivor. This is Jim Boeheim. He survived cancer too. This is Tubby Smith. He lost his sister to cancer. They're part of Coaches vs. Cancer, a program where coaches and fans join together in the fight against cancer. This is the American Cancer Society and the National Association of Basketball Coaches. This is how you can make a difference. To support Coaches vs. Cancer in your area, call or visit us online.
Back here at the field house, Winchester High School, Ted Sarandis alongside John Dupuis. We're in quarter number 3, and Lexington in front 32-27 over Winchester, and they've got the ball.
Lexington showing some full court man-to-man pressure instead of that 21 zone we were talking about earlier, leading to that jump ball.
Outstanding defense by Lexington. They really have taken control of this game with their execution on the defensive end.
Winchester needs to show a little bit more motion on their pressure break.
Now Kelly the long 3, and the rebound Gaither. They also have to be a little bit stronger with the basketball, too.
A little bit stronger. There's a nice pick by Gaither there to help out Maddie Marks. A little bit more motion overall.
Nice idea, but the pass a little bit too strong, and it'll go the other way.
As a coach, I have no problem with that. Great pass by Haran. Just had Wachowski going the wrong direction.
Very impressed, John, with the quick hands of Lexington defensively. They've tied up Winchester for a lot of held balls, and there were, again, another rugby scrum. Possession arrow goes the other way. So that's what I mean when I say the Winchester players have got to be a little bit stronger and quicker to the basketball and not allow that trap, the weak side defender, to get their hands on the ball. There again, a held ball. This time it'll go the other way. So what do they need to do when that weak side defender comes?
Well, Coach Kachiputi will have to adjust a bit. That last possession was a bit tough, being the ball taken out of bounds on the side. So that's kind of tough to break that pressure for high school girls basketball. And also, they need to set some screens to get some people open.
Lexington off penetration. A Winchester foul. Foul will go against Annalise Santini. Her first personal and the second on the team here in quarter number 3, with Winchester trailing by 5, and they get a break as Eleanor Van Arsdale of Lexington misses the first free throw.
It'll be interesting to see what Winchester does here. If there's a miss on this free throw, a little bit easier to break that pressure. If they make the basket here, they're able to set up their pressure. And we'll see what they do.
1 out of 2 for Van Arsdale. A 33-27 game, Lexington in front. Here comes Sophia Haran. Now to Santini. Looks to penetrate. Underneath Gaither. Thought she got fouled. Works again. Stays with it. That's a good job by Olivia Gaither to stay with it on the offensive glass, and she draws the foul on the inside.
As we mentioned in the first half, Annalise Santini likes to go to the baseline on the right-hand side. That time had Olivia Gaither on the post.
Quick hitter on the interior. Nice idea, but Wachowski couldn't connect, and here comes Anna Kelly. She'll take the 3 and hit it. Anna Kelly with the 3, and Lexington extends their biggest lead at 9, 36-27. And Anna Kelly has been the dominant player in this game. Santini with the runner, gets the roll. Annalise Santini.
Nice little inside-out action there. High post to Gaither. She did a nice job by getting the ball out to Annalise, who then converted.
Three-pointer, Kelly is good unofficially. I believe that's 18 points for Anna Kelly.
Starting to heat up a little bit. They would need to check her on defense and slow her down a little bit.
Answering the other way, Sophia Haran, a 39-31 Lexington lead over Winchester. Short jumper is short, and the rebound, Olivia Gaither. Here comes Maddie Marks on the attack, but they throw the basketball away. Substitutions now for Winchester. Megan Houlihan returns.
Some exciting up and down action here in the last few possessions. I don't think either team was too upset to see that ball go out of bounds to catch their breath.
It's Lexington 39, Winchester 31, as we're under 3 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Kelly loses it, and the steal by Houlihan. Now Kelly the other way on the attack, takes the jumper and hits it. 20 points for Anna Kelly. She's got nearly half their point total, and they have a 10-point lead.
At some point, Coach Kachiputi is going to have to change up the defensive assignments with Anna Kelly. Maybe switch off who's defending her and slow her down a little bit, because right now she's starting to get in that zone. That's why she's the leading scorer in the league.
Really taking the game over. And after the foul, a timeout. We'll take it. In quarter number 3, our score is Lexington 41, Winchester 31.
I could get everybody's attention, if you would join me in a moment of silence to honor the 577,000 Americans who died of cancer this year. You know, actually, silence is the last thing that we need. We need to join the American Cancer Society in their most aggressive assault on cancer yet. 2 out of 3 people are surviving cancer. We shouldn't be silent until that's 3 out of 3. Let's make some noise. Come on. Let's finish this fight.
We're back, and Winchester with possession. 10-point lead, key possession here, and they throw it away. Under 2 minutes remaining in the third, and Kelly, coast to coast, has 22 points. And the biggest lead of the game for Winchester at 12.
This game's going to get out of hand quickly here if Winchester doesn't convert.
Kelly with the steal. And Winchester able to grab the rebound. Bria and Thompson with the rebound.
Nice rebound by Thompson. Winchester catching a break there with the reach in after the rebound.
Wholesale substitutions in for Winchester. Sophia Haran back in. She'll inbound along the baseline. Now Kelly, with 22 points, will get a rest for head coach Steve Solly's club. Full court pressure is Lexington. Marks breaks it. And now let's see what Winchester does in the half court. 12-point lead for Lexington, their largest. They have just worn the Sachems down.
Just a little bit of fatigue setting in there with Santini on that last jump shot. Her form not quite what how she normally shoots. Thus the missed jump shot.
A minute 23 remaining here in this third quarter, and Winchester trails by 12. They get it on the interior, and a good job by Devin Bean to score and cut the deficit to 10.
Very savvy of Devin Bean, a sophomore, using her body to position herself, getting the easy 2. Great play by Devin.
Little offense by accident there for Lexington. Allie Ruxin gets the goal off the top of the backboard. We're under a minute to play here in quarter number 3. 12-point lead for Lexington and a traveling violation on Winchester.
Quietly, Allie Ruxin's having a great second half here with 6 points to help out Lexington extend this lead.
She's played with a lot of energy. And Lexington can add to a 12-point lead. They've been a dominant basketball team here in quarter number 3. Defensive stop by Winchester. Let's see if they can advance the basketball. Gaither does a good job to corral that loose ball, but lost it as Lexington just swarming the basketball defensively. Play getting a little bit rough, and we have a foul. 23 seconds left in this third quarter. Eleanor Van Arsdale wears number 13. A foul on the interior on Winchester.
That last foul is on Olivia Gaither. She needs to watch out. That's her third foul in the game.
They cannot afford to lose her. Forlenza with the catch. Final seconds of the quarter. Step back jumper by Ruxin. No. The rebound grabbed there by Bean and a whistle and a foul, and now Bean and Boutwell with some pushing and shoving, and it'll be Winchester possession. Under 10 seconds to play. So the goal is Bean, lost it out of bounds. 1 second left in the quarter. The Lexington ball with 1 second left. Van Arsdale to throw in. And that is the end of quarter number 3. Our score is Winchester trailing Lexington 45-33 after 3 quarters of play. Back with quarter number 4 after this on WinCam.
I tend to feel nervous. I guess there's kind of a nervousness that nobody will pay attention.
How am I gonna do my hair? What should I do for my makeup? Do I wear jewelry? Do I not?
Everyone is piled around me around the table, and I'm just blowing out the candles. I always cry on my birthday.
I think it's the things that you don't expect that makes your birthday special.
And every year, sometimes you get a little bit more of a piece of the puzzle.
I crawled to this window and I looked out, and they were all standing there, all these guys.
And it was wonderful. We just danced.
And they were all singing happy birthday.
Birthday cake. That white, like, fluffy birthday cake that you always get.
My friend made me a 4-layered cake.
The birthday person always gets to sit and just bask in the love and the joy.
Just to be loved. The thought that somebody puts into something means more to me than any gift.
It's just a celebration of that one special day when a woman did something really, really special and brought a life into the world.
Back here at the Fieldhouse in Winchester, Lexington scores on the first possession of quarter number 4 to extend their lead.
Forlenza with a jump shot there to start off the fourth quarter for Lexington.
47-33. It's been all Lexington here in this second half.
It'll be interesting to see what Winchester does here to sustain the pressure that Lexington has put on them in the third quarter to make this a game again.
They get a turnover here, and let's see what they do with it. We'll need some three-point shots to drop. Now Gaither on the inside draws a foul.
Well, therein lies the strength, and that's what the advantage is going to be on the inside. So Santini wisely, from that wing position, getting the ball on the high post, and Olivia Gaither making the strong move towards the basket and gets to the free throw line.
Gaither misses the first free throw. 47-33. Winchester trails Lexington. Gaither again. Can't get that one to drop, and the rebound Boutwell, but she lost it out of bounds, so that's a break. Winchester will get it back on the turnover.
Winchester needs to knock down some of these free throws if they want to cut the 12-point lead.
We hope that you'll visit the website, wincam.org/coaches versus cancer, to help support this terrific cause. That's wincam.org/coaches versus cancer. 47-33, Winchester trails. To the goal, laying up, around, and in. Alina Wojciechowski with the score and pulls Winchester now trailing by 12.
Great cut to the basket by Wojciechowski. One forward finding another forward on the cut. Cuts the lead down to 10.
See if Winchester can make a defensive stop here. Boutwell to the goal. And they do, and Wojciechowski clears the board. Here comes Santini for Winchester. And they draw the foul.
Big foul there for Winchester by Lexington. Next foul will get them to the free throw line the rest of the game. And as we say as coaches say to our players, you can't cut a 10-point lead all in one possession. It's one possession at a time. Get a rebound, get a bucket, rebound, another bucket. But you can't have a costly turnover like that with the offensive foul.
And they turn it over and are unable to take advantage. The offensive foul gives Lexington possession with a 47-35 lead. They've had a dominant second half.
And that's Olivia Gaither's fourth foul, so tough call by Kachaputi as to what he's going to do here with the substitution pattern. He has Devin Bean on the bench who's getting him some solid minutes.
And we got a foul on Lexington. Go against Meredith Bernstein.
So we just mentioned this on the possession before. With plenty of time left to go in the game, Winchester will be shooting free throws on every foul.
Substitution for Lexington. Vic Brown returns for head coach Steve Solly's club. We give Caroline Forlenza a breather. And Sophia Haran, only a 40% free throw shooter at the line, can't connect. Misses the front end of the 1-and-1. So free throw shooting has hurt Winchester here in this one. But Haran does get the steal. Let's see if she can finish. Draws a foul on Kelly. But this Winchester team has struggled tonight, John, at the line. And they have a chance to cut into this lead with no time off the clock, as we're here in quarter number 4, a 47-35 lead for Winchester. And Sophia Haran, the junior guard, will go to the line with a chance to pull Winchester a little bit closer. But free throw shooting has been an issue tonight for Winchester.
Well, two things as a coach you want your players to do at the free throw line. One is to take a deep breath, relax. Once they knock down that shot, it's more of a mental aspect to shooting. And there's a big one for our Sophia, which will help her confidence.
And a timeout. We'll take it with Winchester trailing Lexington, and we're back right after this on WinCam.
This is Tubby Smith. He lost his sister to cancer. They're part of Coaches vs. Cancer, a program where coaches and fans join together in the fight against cancer. This is the American Cancer Society and the National Association of Basketball Coaches. This is how you can make a difference. To support Coaches vs. Cancer in your area, call or visit us online.
Here at the Fieldhouse, Winchester High School, Ted Sarandis alongside John Dupuy. It's a 47-36 score with Lexington in front. Sophia Haran for Winchester at the line. Next one good. So Sophia makes a pair, and Winchester trails 10. And Lexington with possession. Stay with us now. Game number 2 as the Winchester boys against the Lexington boys in the second half of our boys-girls doubleheader to benefit Coaches versus Cancer. The long three is no good, but Winchester could not get a defensive rebound, then it's knocked out of bounds. Last touch there by Helena Wiachowski of Winchester.
To get back in this game, Winchester's going to need to limit Lexington's second and third opportunities at the offensive boards. They're going to need to secure their rebounds if they want to get back in this game.
Throw it deep into the backcourt, but still plenty of time in the shot clock. 30-second shot clock in girls high school basketball as well as women's college basketball. High arching three is good for Vic Brown. Rainmaker three for Brown. Then it's a 50 The 37 lead for Lexington.
Vic Brown showing she's not afraid to take that three-point shot. That's her third of the game for the Lexington Minute Maids.
And again, Winchester gets tied up for a held ball, and they turn it over.
Those plays become more important as the time ticks down here in the fourth quarter. Those change of possessions are very important.
Possession arrow favors Winchester, so that's a break. Marks looks to penetrate. Now Horan underneath. Gaither misses but draws a foul. Good entry pass into the post that time. And Gaither made the catch and drew the foul. She'll go to the line.
Good chance right here for Winchester to compose themselves at the foul. Coach Kachaputi can get his defensive assignment set up, and it gives the girls a chance to catch their breath. But we need to make these free throws.
Under 5 minutes remaining here in quarter number 4. Winchester cannot convert at the line, and Lexington with the rebound. They have a 13-point lead. It has really been a superior defensive performance by Lexington in the second half, but before the shot, a blocking foul called on Winchester.
Winchester limiting Lexington's offensive shots. Again, need to secure that rebound to head the other direction for a basket.
Working to penetrate is Forlenza. And they get it back out deep to Kelly, who's had an outstanding game at 22 points. Shot is in and out, and the rebound for Annalise Santini for Winchester. Here she comes off the dribble. But Lexington's so effective on the defensive end. Winchester has had very few clean looks. Santini penetrates and gets the roll off the glass. Annalise Santini with penetration. And a timeout for Winchester. We'll take it. It's Lexington 50, Winchester 39. We're back with more after this on WinCam. It's Winchester trailing Lexington by 13 as we approach 4 minutes remaining in this contest, and Lexington possession. Good defensive stop that time, and Gaither with the rebound. Here comes Winchester. But too many dribbles, and Winchester turns it over. Kelly to the goal. Horan clears the rebound for Winchester. Goes hard to the goal, put it up. And Kelly always seems to be around the ball. Here she comes, goes behind her back.
She has the tenacity to find that ball. She has the nose for the ball, offensively and defensively.
Maddie Marks on the attack for Winchester. Now for Santini. Plenty of opportunities for Winchester, and they can't connect.
Both teams getting a little sloppy with the basketball, the up and down action. No real set offense. Leads to a few missed buckets and a few turnovers. Winchester, once again, going to go man-to-man here. Put their pressure on to create a turnover.
Kelly on the ball has 22 points to lead all scorers. Winchester looking to make a defensive stop. Long three-pointer from the right side is no good by Brown. But Boutwell with the offensive rebound and connects on the putback.
She's been in there all game, although that's her first 2 baskets. She's had an effective game underneath the boards.
13-point lead for Lexington. Boutwell got away with a shove that time. And this run and jump defense has been very effective for Lexington.
I'd like to see Winchester get something on the high post again. Right there, Santini with the drive and the foul. But I'd like to see them get in the high post for a little inside-out action.
They really have not had the kind of flow that you need against that attacking defense, and we get a timeout. We'll take it, our score. In quarter number 4, it's Lexington 52, Winchester 39. Back with more here on WinCam.
There's a reason there's no secondhand smoke in here. And no cigarette advertising around here.
There's a reason we know this is really bad. And this is really good.
There's a reason 2 in 3 people are surviving cancer.
And we cannot be silent until it's 3 out of 3.
This shout out is for everything the American Cancer Society has done in the last 100 years. Let's make noise and finish the fight.
Two minutes, 22 seconds remaining in the contest. Ted Sarandis alongside John Dupree. We're at the Fieldhouse, Winchester High School, and Winchester trailing Lexington by a score of 52-39, and Santini at the line. Free throw shooting has hurt Winchester tonight, John. They've had some opportunities to cut into the lead, particularly here in the second half, and have not been able to make enough free throws.
Plenty of chances to get this game under 10. Mentally, as a player, you'd like to see that scoreboard be within reach to have it under 10 points. You need a few more baskets to get there.
She makes 1 out of 2. All court pressure, but Lexington breaks it.
This is an important game for Lexington. They come in with an overall record of 5-10. They do have 5 games left in the schedule. Massachusetts rules are you need to be 500 to make the state tournament. So this is an important finish here for Lexington Minute Maids.
And they're 5-8 in the league. Winchester plagued by injury, 2-13 overall, 2-11 in the Middlesex League. Long 3 ball is overshot by Brown, but Boutwell working the interior draws a foul. She's a very effective offensive rebounder.
Majority of the time you have a jump shot like that on the wing, you're going to get a rebound on the opposite side, the weak side, and Boutwell just using her physicality to get that rebound. Positioned herself perfectly for the miss, and now she's at the free throw line.
Substitution playing with 4 fouls. Olivia Gaither back in, the leading scorer for Winchester. On the season, Gaither averaging 7.3 points per game. Second free throw missed, and Gaither grabs the rebound. We're under 2 minutes to play in the ballgame, and Winchester trails 12. Gaither, the step back is good in the lane. Winchester trails 10 at 52-42 and all court pressure.
Big shot by Gaither there. She was due for a basket.
And they tie up Ruxin for a hell ball, but possession arrow to Lexington. So they'll go offense-defense substitution now with Gaither and Bean.
Very important jump ball possession there, because after the ball is inbounded, the possession arrow will turn to Winchester's favor.
Kelly on the ball, looking to make a play. And we get a whistle and a foul.
Coach Cachaputi there on the sideline yelling red, red, red. Usually in coach speak that means you need to either foul intentionally or put some sort of trap pressure. In that case, he wants a foul to stop the clock.
We'll send Allie Ruxin to the line. Ruxin, a senior guard for head coach Steve Solly's club, averages 7.5 points per game, but misses the front end of the 1-and-1. And the rebound, Helena Wietrowski. Now Santini on the ball. Wears number 21 for Winchester. This is Sophia Haran, wears 15. Sophia penetrates. Nice move, but overshot the runner, and a foul in the rebound action. That's not what Winchester needed there.
At this point of the game, Coach Kachaputi needs his girls to score on each possession. That one right, that miss by Haran might be the last chance they have to make this a game.
And a timeout. We'll take it with 1:15 to play in the game. It's Lexington 52, Winchester 42. We're back after this on WinCam. One minute, 14 seconds remaining in the contest. It's Lexington 52, Winchester 42. Ted Sarandis alongside John Dupuis. We're at the Field House in Winchester, Massachusetts. Free throw is no good, and here comes Santini for Winchester. Time a real factor. And Sophia Haran has just fouled out for Winchester. Traveling violation on Maddie Marks. So turnovers and really a superior effort by Lexington on the defensive end here in this second half, John, have been a big factor.
No, knowing Coach Kachaputi's teams, they're not going to stop fighting here in the last 80 seconds. They'll put the pressure on and play out the rest of this game.
Forced to foul Anna Kelly, who has unofficially 22 points, closing in on her 25 points per game average. Very hard to do in high school girls basketball to average 25 points per game when most teams score 50 or less.
When you talk about the high school game, it's a 32-minute game. And so when a high school player is averaging 17, 18 points, that's very impressive. When you're talking college basketball, it's 40 minutes, or NBA, it's 48 minutes. 32 is not a lot of time.
She makes a pair, now unofficially 24 points for Anna Kelly. And we're in the final seconds here, and Coach Kachaputi calls a timeout. We'll keep it right here for this one. In the final seconds, 54-42. Lexington in front and closing in on what would be their sixth victory in the Middlesex League and sixth overall victory, and a dominant performance here, as we've talked about, John Dupuis, on the defensive end by Coach Steve Solly's club.
Well, Lexington started off the game showing that they were going to pressure Winchester, force their ball handlers to bring the ball up over half court without turning the ball over. Winchester has struggled most of the game, and that's due to Lexington's pressure. They started off with full court. They've shown a little bit of half court pressure. As you had mentioned, Ted, quick hands anytime the ball's been put on the floor, and that's resulted in a 12-point lead at the moment.
We're under a minute to play in this contest, but we hope you'll stay with us, because coming up, our second game, the Winchester boys will host the Lexington boys. Second game of our benefit doubleheader to raise funds and awareness for Coaches versus Cancer, and we have a foul on the interior. Foul on Lexington will send Olivia Gaither to the line. We hope you'll go to the website now, wincam.org/coaches versus cancer. That's wincam.org/coaches versus cancer.
Nice to see the student athletes tonight showing their support for cancer research by wearing their pink headbands and pink socks, some with pink sneakers. Coaches on the sideline wearing their pink ties and shirts.
Offensive rebound is good by Alina Wojciechowski. And a quick foul by Winchester. So it's a 10-point lead for Lexington, and they'll go to the line. 37 seconds left, 3-7. And Lexington at the free throw line. Caroline Forlenza, junior guard for Lexington. Free throw good. 55-44. Lexington closing in on their 6th overall victory, and they would improve to 6-8 in the Middlesex League. Second free throw good by Forlenza. And it's a 12-point lead for Lexington. Maddie Marks on the ball quickly into the front court. We're under 30 seconds left. Need some quick shots here by Winchester.
Once again, Annalise going to one of her strengths is that baseline penetration. There she's met with a double pressure. Ball out of bounds, Winchester ball.
Again, Winchester will maintain possession. 56-44 our score. Winchester trailing, 21 seconds left in the game. Set to inbound as Michaela Chulo just checked in. And Wojciechowski can't connect, but she'll go to the line.
The Achilles heel for the Winchester Sachemettes here in the second half has been the lack of success at the free throw line, thus the 12-point deficit.
Free throw is good there by Wojciechowski. Plus credit the Lexington defensive effort for just being so quick to the ball. And Winchester has struggled with turnovers. A pair of free throws for Wojciechowski, and it's a 10-point lead. And still Winchester playing hard to the end. And a foul with 10 seconds left in the game. Winchester fouls with 10 seconds left. So the effort has been there tonight, John, but the execution against that run and jump full court and half court Lexington defense really too much.
At certain points of the game, those season ending injuries that Winchester suffered this year is going to catch up with you. The girls that are playing tonight giving their all. However, Lexington's pressure just a little too much.
Second free throw good. 57-46. Lexington in front. We're in the final 10 seconds. Marks looking to make a play. And the steal by Eleanor Van Arsdale. Buzzer sounds, game over. And Lexington has defeated Winchester by a score of 57-46. Lexington with the victory improves to 6-10 overall. They are 6-8 in the Middlesex League, and Winchester, plagued by injuries, drops to 2-14 overall, 2-12 in Middlesex League play. And John Dupuy, your overall thoughts on certainly a game that featured a lot of energy, a very strong first half by Winchester, and they simply got worn down in half number 2 by the energy, depth, and defense of the Lexington team.
Going into halftime, Winchester only had a 2-point deficit. What happened in the third quarter was Anna Kelly is what happened. The sophomore kind of took over the game, found her a bit of a zone, scored in 4 or 5 successive possessions. That combined with the half-court pressure and the full-court pressure that Lexington put on Winchester just was a bit too much. Winchester, as you mentioned, Ted, has battled each game this year. They won't give up. No one Coach Kachaputi. That doesn't surprise me at all. However, tonight, Lexington just a little too much to handle, thus the 11-point victory.
And stay with us because coming up after our break in between games. We'll have game number 2, the boys game, featuring the Winchester Sachems and the Lexington Minutemen. But we're here tonight to honor a terrific cause, Coaches versus Cancer, because nearly everyone has been touched by cancer in some way. Lexington and Winchester have decided to show their support and make a difference by forming a team to support the American Cancer Society's life-saving work in research, education, advocacy, and patient services. Proceeds from the funds raised go directly to the American Cancer Society's cancer research, and we ask you to log on right now to our website, wincam.org/coaches versus cancer. That's wincam.org/coaches versus cancer. And John, how about the final unofficial scoring totals?
For the Lexington Minute Maids tonight, Anna Kelly, no surprise, unofficially 24 points. The sophomore just dominant on both ends, offensively and defensively tonight. Supporting cast, Vic Brown came in with 9 points, all 9 points from the three-point arc. For Alenza and Ruxin combined each for total for 16 points, 8 each. On the Winchester Sachem side, we had Annalise Santini contributing with 14 points, Olivia Gaither with 10, and the other forward underneath with Olivia Wojtrowski, Helena with 8 points.
All right, John, stay tuned right here on WinCam for game number 2 of our doubleheader as the Winchester Sachems boys team hosts the Lexington Minutemen coming up shortly. For John Dupuis, this is Ted Sarandis saying so long for now from the Fieldhouse here at Winchester High School. The final score once again, Lexington 57, Winchester 46. Again, please stay with us for game number 2 of our doubleheader to benefit Coaches versus Cancer coming up shortly right here on WinCam.